Hi guys, this is Tinro. Welcome back to KSP Science Exploration Adventure. Last episode we were in low orbit around Eta, picking up some science, and we'll take it from there. Eta looks pretty choppy. See, telemetry, 4.5 science, I'll transmit it. Magnetometer, 22.5. No. Pressure, 54 science. Gamma rays I can only do once here on Eta, so 63 science. 90 if I keep it. So I need to make sure I include that with my Kerbals when I bring them. I'm not going to do the Mist Ray Goo or the Materials Bay off of the ground. Visual observations is going to be biome specific when I get down lower, I guess. So jitter lens, 27 science. Temperature, 36 science. And radio plasma wave data. Extend that out again. 40.5 science. And my SAS turned off, so I'm guessing, yes, I'm using more electric charge than I have capacity for to send all these science experiments. So let's take a look at the big map. So it looks like there's a South Pole, so there's probably going to be a North Pole. But there isn't. Interesting. The most unique one that I can see are these dark ones, Jeb's Dives. So I'll probably land on the south and head north to get South Pole, Tenderlands, Jeb's Dives, Jitterlands, Lowlands, and Valleys, because these little ones are lowlands. And then that looks like everything. So I have that coming up as I go across the South Pole. So let me add a maneuver node so that I can see where on the map that is. So I think I need to move it a little further forward. No. Move the node. Yep, okay, so that's what I want to do. I want to land somewhere around there. So we're still in the South Pole where we want to be, and time warping for some reason is kind of jumping around. So I can do visual observations over the South Pole, 27 science. Now if I time warp, does it make me move? Yes. You can see on the nav ball, oh, it was 3x. Standard. So I'm at 135. Now I'm at 90. So it's jumping my ship around and I don't know why. But it makes me hesitant to use it. Also, it's not displaying me anymore. And you can see that the estimated burn time is larger than the impact time. That's going to change because I'm burning up fuel, but even if it wasn't, I could also ignite these other 3 engines and negate it pretty quickly. It's kind of dark, so I can't really see what kind of angle I'm going to be getting. Oh. I should also extend my landing legs, that'll help. cut the engines. And there we go. Now, from here, it's still kind of dark. But I will be moving into more of the light, so I don't need to time warp right now. But I will do telemetry for 5.5 science. Transmit it. Hydrogen data for 33 science. That's a good amount of science. Magnetometer, 27.5. And I'm going to do the mystery goo even though I get 55 science for bringing it home, and it's worth more than that. Like, I can do it twice. Or I can transmit it for 15.4. I'm going to transmit it for 15.4. Because I'm a probe, I can't do anything else. The pressure was 66. I'm going to manually do the materials bay so that I can make sure I get both of them from all three. 57.8 science, that's a good amount. I'll transmit that, and I'm probably going to run out of energy. So my SAS goes off. These are blocked by terrain, so I might have to time warp anyway until I get some power. You can see that I can no longer control my probe because my batteries are dead. I seem to be in a really bad spot. There we go. That's probably a couple days. So that was a materials bay experiment. Let me review. No, it means that my satellite is probably idle. Review data, 57.5 science. Transmit that. And then I also had this one was sent. Okay. All right, temperature, 44 science. And then seismic data, 110. That's 50 MITs, that's quite a lot. I think I need almost full power to actually send that. So I'll transmit that now. Yep. I'll align this to my ship, which seems to be disappearing for some reason. And then the map changed quite a lot. So north, I can get Jitterlands and Tenderlands. SAS on. Let's go north. So now I'm in the Tenderlands. So I can land here. Although it does look like I'm approaching a rather large structure. Well, hill. Turn on these engines so that I can land where I am now. Turn off. I guess that might be one reason why I don't see Thalia all the time. Horizon is too far below the mountains. 29 meters a second. I'm only 300 meters away. I'm not getting a countdown. But it looks like I'm definitely about to crash, so a little manual intervention there. Rotate a little. Cut my engines. Nice soft landing. Yeah, I can't see Thalia. I was hoping to get a good screenshot. So I'll get all the science here, and then I'll try reloading the vessel. See if it fixes a couple things. So 5.5 science for telemetry. Magnetometer 27.5. Hydrogen 33. Pressure 66. Materials bay I'll do manually again so I get the same one for the second experiment that doesn't always show up in experiment tracker. 57.5 science. And I'm going to need more electric charge for that. So I will time warp. Electric charge is going down. That means that my panels are probably blocked by terrain. If I turn off SAS, what happens? Nothing. Too bad. So let me wait until I start getting some power back. Interesting shadow from something. Some of these rocks, I guess. There we go. So material study, 57.5 science. And then mystery goo, I've got 5 of those, so I've only done the one. $15.4 science, yes, transmit anyway. Temperature 44 science, and transmit that. Time warp a little more so that I can do the seismic data, 110 science. Now I'm gonna go back to the Space Center and then try reloading this vessel. Okay, now let's look at ScanSat and see if that's working. Oh, it isn't, and I'm way over here? I thought I landed way over here. I was pretty sure I landed way over on the right side. So I guess I will pick up the Jitterlands on the way to Jeb's Dives, which are over there. In the dark. Oh, looks like those are back. I want my main focus to be on getting to the Jeb's Dives. And not losing control of my vessel. Crashing. I'm kind of nervous actually about continuing. Although it's rotating around instead of through. Might be okay. Let's see, vertical speed is down. I have a pretty intense antenna too, so I might connect to another. Yep, so now I'm connected to something way out in space, so I don't have to worry about that so much. Okay, I think that might be it. Up ahead. 154 meters a second to burn off. So I want to try, turn on my other engines. Try to zero myself out towards the center, where it's probably flatter at the bottom. Because this will probably be steep cliffs. Let's see if I can, 152. I'm not going to get much sunlight down there either. It's probably a good place to stop here. Turn off those extra engines. Wow, this is deep. Impact in 20 seconds. Let me push that towards the center. There we go. Visual observations, 27 science. Ita's, Jeb's, dives. So hopefully this isn't too steep. I can't really see. Looks like it could be a hill. I'll rotate my landing legs towards the bottom. This apparent hill. Impact in 3 seconds. Okay, let me rotate while I have reaction wheels. Spin to push one of the legs down more. Am I actually moving? I don't think I am. If I turn off SAS, everything looks okay. So I can't really see, but I'm down here. I do need sun though. So let's fast forward until we're in some sunlight. Definitely see a lot more now. Still no electric charge though. There we go. Telemetry 5.5. Hydrogen, magnetometer 27.5. Pressure 66. Hydrogen 33. We'll observe what are the mystery goos. 15.4 science, transmit it anyway. Going clockwise, I will observe this materials bay. 57.8 science. Temperature, 44 science. And now I'll time warp to get enough charge to send seismic data. 110 science. So now I need to go to the valleys, which are to the north. So I can land in the Jitterlands, get the valleys and the lowlands. Let's see us on. So we want to go mostly north, slightly. I guess we can do just north, but I'll try landing over here because there's more space. Or just go north. I'm gonna need to go up pretty high to start getting out of this area. Let that extend. That's probably good. Okay, those are the Jitterlands up ahead, which is where I want to land. I just want to make sure I don't have too much horizontal speed to cancel out. I may need to increase my vertical speed. See how this goes. Impact in 31 seconds. Okay, now I'm in the Jitterlands, which is what I want. So I can slowly follow this retrograde marker. That's always something that I could have done. Follow the retrograde down at an angle instead of zeroing out my horizontal speed and then my vertical speed. It's probably more efficient that way, but you'll continue moving in a ballistic trajectory, so I usually do it in two pieces. Because I don't like having horizontal speed when I'm landing, because I have a lot of memories of scraping across the surface of the moon in the stock game. I can't do a visual observation, I don't know why. Oh. I don't really want to land on the side of that. Let me slow down this way a little without canceling as much of my horizontal, so I continue moving forward just a little bit more. It's flatter over there. This looks fairly tilted. Stop spinning. slowly push one of my landing legs down this incline. And it looks like that stopped there. Okay. Telemetry, 5.5 science. Magnetometer, 27.5. Pressure, 66. Hydrogen, 33. Mystery goo, probably 15.8. 15.4. Transmit data. And then I think I still have the second one in here. 57.8 science. I will wait a little to transmit it so that I don't lose SAS and potentially tip over. Temperature, 44 science. Seismic data, 110. I'll wait a little for this. Transmit that. Oh, and it aborted. I think that means I might have to do it again. Or my antenna is aborting transmission. I've had this happen before and I don't know how to fix it. It seems like it screws things up for a while. There we go, it's transmitting. I don't know why it doesn't just fix itself. It's somewhat obnoxious. I'll turn SAS on. That got rid of my map. So I've got 2 biomes left. I'm currently in the lowlands? So that means I need to go to the south. Oh, I'll try landing here, I guess. I love that vertical speed I put up that I have to cancel out now. No, don't. Okay, and we're still in the Durlands. Telemetry, 5.5 science. Magnetometer, 27.5. Pressure, 66. Waiting for hydrogen to catch up because it has to heat up. 33 science. Temperature, 44. Mystery goo, 15.4. Let me time warp through some energy regaining. Transmit that. And then that's 5 biomes, so I've got 1 more materials bay that has 2 uses. So 57.7 science. I'll transmit that. And then seismic data for another 110. Let me get some energy back. Transmit that. Now I can go to the valleys, which are due north, which is kind of how I'm facing. So I'll just Extend up that way. And then find an appropriate place. So I'm using all my engines, I'll turn those off. That looks flat enough to stop. Log radio wave, okay. Visual observations, just above lowlands, transmit that. Valleys, visual observations, 27 more science. And I will continue on into the valley a little. Oh no, I'm out of charge again? SAS on. I'll land here. Let's see, what am I up to for science? 2,866. So that seems like a lot until I spend something like 1,500 science on better ore processing, and then that's most of that for a single tech node. But I did unlock agricultural stuff, so I can start planning longer crude missions if I can grow my own food. You need mulch and fertilizer to grow crops. Kerbals turn supplies into mulch. And I assume I can get something converted to fertilizer, but I don't know yet. Otherwise, I might have to carry that, and I'll have to find out how long that lasts. Because it's not self-sustainable if I need to bring my own fertilizer. Telemetry, 5.5. Magnetometer, 27.5. Pressure, 66. Hydrogen, still waiting, 33 science. Temperature, 44, let me... Last mystery goo. 15.4 science, let me warp through some energy. Final materials bay, 57.8 science. Seismic data, 110. So that's really everything I can do with my probe here on Eta, which means I need to go to Thalia. I've got 2,600 meters a second of delta V to do that. Doesn't mean I'll be able to accomplish a lot there, but because the gravity is so much lighter here on Eta, it makes more sense to get as many biomes as I can here, instead of just one or two that I might be able to get on Thalia. So now I'm going to go into orbit and then relocate my relay satellite. Shift that over to Thalia. Okay guys, this mission continues over to Thalia, where it bumps into my crude alarm time transfer window for getting those people to come to Thalia as well. So next episode I will be doing that mission, and then during the few hundred day transition for them to get back to Thalia, I'll finish up my probe mission and cut those two pieces together in a different episode. So I hope you've enjoyed, thank you for watching, and I'll see you then.